Welcome to the Power Pulse, the Power Platform podcast, your monthly deep dive into the world of low code innovation. I am Sudeep Ghatak, and with me is my co host Manish Solanki. And in each episode, we explore how the Power Platform is unlocking new possibilities. So let's power up and get started.
Hey everyone, welcome everyone to today's podcast. I am Manish and with me is my co-host Sudeep. Super excited to dive into today's topic, AI prompts in Microsoft Power Platform, and I can't wait to learn.
Absolutely, Manish. AI prompts are changing the way we work with data. And today we are going to break it all down, starting with the very basics to begin with, and then we'll dive into the nitty-gritty and the details.
Yeah, sound like a great plan. Let's start with the foundation. So, exactly what are AI prompts and how they do fit in the Power Platform?
Yeah. So AI prompts are essentially, you can say these are instructions that you give to the AI model uh, to guide their behavior. Think of them as the way to talk to AI in natural language, in the language that we speak every day, and tell it what to do. So in Power Platform, these prompts are now integrated into these tools like Power Automate, Power Apps, Copilot Studio, which let you automate these tasks and extract key information from data in simple ways.
Got it. So it's like teaching the AI to understand and respond to the specific request, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So, for example, instead of manually extracting data from the emails or documents, you can just use AI prompts to automate that process. AI can read the content, it can understand what you're asking for. So, pieces of information like invoice numbers, due dates, and then it can organize all that data for you, which you can use for future um, operations.
That's wonderful. So it is not just about automation anymore. It's about adding intelligence to those workflow, right?
Yeah, precisely. It's like giving your system a brain. So you're not relying on a specific format. Your apps and flows can now understand unstructured data. Maybe I'll try to explain it with a screenshot. Uh, for example, here, as you can see, there are several ways uh, a, invoice email can be structured. So I call this unstructured data because this does not follow a specific format, right? So AI prompts are very good at understanding what's the key information in the content that you provide, and that's where AI prompts are that powerful.
So Sudeep, let's get into the details. So how does custom prompts actually work in Power Automate?
Yeah, so let's take a, practical example. Imagine you have heaps of emails with invoices attached, and traditionally extracting key details like invoice numbers, amount, due dates would be a manual nightmare, right? Using series of string manipulations like substring, left, right. You have to use so many functions in order to do that.
Oh, so traditional method is basically tedious and time consuming, right?
That's right, exactly. But with AI prompts, you can basically automate it. So the first thing is you create a custom prompt in the Power Platform AI Hub. This is where you give the AI clear instructions, like when you see an email with an invoice, extract the invoice number, amount, and the due date.
So sorry, you were about to show how it can be used within the flow.
Yeah. Here I am on the Power Automate landing page. I would first like to make a distinction between Copilot prompts and Power Automate AI prompts that I'm going to talk about today. As you can see, I have the option here to create an automation with Copilot. So whatever I type here is also considered a prompt, but all that it's doing is as I start typing, it searches through the thousands of predefined templates that Power Automate has, and as you start typing, it will come up with these suggestions. But this is not the prompt that I'm referring to in this talk. To access AI prompts, you have to click on More, and then you could just pin the AI prompts option so that you can access it quickly uh, from the landing page itself. When I go to AI prompts, it takes me to the prompts landing page. And as you can see, there are some predefined prompts as well. If I just look through some of them, like this one here, all that it does is if you provide it with a text, it can just summarize that text. So if you give it an entire document, it will come back and summarize the document and share the summary with you. There are some predefined ones, but then the nice thing is you can go and create your own prompts as well. You can base your new prompt on one of the prompts that's already available. So you can just enhance one of these existing prompts, or you could write a prompt from the scratch. So I have written a prompt here. For instance, if I go and look at this one, what that does is I've just said that whatever content I provide, I want you to extract the invoice number, amount, and the due date from it. And I've just given it a sample just to test how my prompt behaves. And as you can see that if I just click on test the prompt, it has extracted the required information and presented it back in a JSON format because that's what I had asked for.
Can you also pick an ALM model of your choice?
Yes, you can. Like you have this settings option here, which lets you pick a model of your choice. At this stage, the options are limited. You could just choose from GPT-4o Mini or GPT-4o, but maybe in future you'll see many more models being included in here. There are other things that you could do is set the temperature, record retrieval limits, but I haven't played with the models as much. My intention today is just to show you what the available models can let you do. Now, if I could quickly show you how to use the model within a flow, um, I'll just go to the flow designer page. And if I just look at this flow that I have here, so I have an email trigger. I'm just converting that email from an HTML into text. And this is where the magic happens. So I have selected the prompt that I had created earlier. This drop down is actually going to show me all the prompts that I have access to. And I can even share these prompts with other people if I want them to use them. So that's another benefit. When I run this flow, the output of this prompt is going to be that JSON output that you saw in the prompt testing console. And that's how easy it is to use.
That is so powerful. But what if someone is new and is not comfortable in building prompts from the scratch?
Yeah, that's a great point. So that's where what I showed you earlier, that AI prompts tab comes in handy. As you could have seen there, that there were some built-in prompts that Microsoft has given. So you don't have to always start from scratch. You can leverage the prompts that are already there or already been created for you.
That's awesome. Product team has already have, prompt library in that. So even if you are not an AI expert, you can still leverage this technology.
Exactly. It's all about democratizing AI, which is making AI accessible to everyone.
Okay, now let's talk about some advanced techniques. I heard something about building an app using AI. What is that all about?
Yes, Manish, the one that you are referring to doesn't actually use the AI prompts, although you can access the AI prompts even from the Power Apps Studio. But creating an app from a prompt doesn't actually use the AI prompts. It uses the Copilot option that you have on the top, just like how we saw in Power Automate. So what you do there is you just maybe just provide something that you want to build. So here I'm just saying that develop a defect management app, and just given it a few other things to say that these are the fields it should contain. And when I click on next, it basically goes and creates the data model that goes behind the app. How many tables would it require? What sort of relationship would be needed in those tables? So it does all that for you. And once that model is ready, so when you click on save and open app, it actually creates the app for you.
So that is, fantastic. And it's like reducing development time from days to hours.
Absolutely. And with these context aware prompts, AI can even remember your previous interactions, and then it can it's called like prompt chaining. So you can chain multiple prompts together, and it uses the output of the previous prompt as the input for the next one. So the possibilities are endless.
Sounds amazing. But I'm sure there are challenges also. So what should people keep in mind when working with these AI prompts?
Yeah, so one of the biggest challenge which I see is the art of designing effective prompts. And like if your instructions are too vague, or it's not clear enough, then AI might give you confusing results. It's like if you're asking someone bad directions, you are not going to end up where you want it to be.
So you are saying the prompt should be specific.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So you need to constantly test and refine your prompts based on the results that you're getting. And of course, you have to think about other aspects like security, privacy, when you're dealing with sensitive data. It could be HR data or could be financial data.
That's a good point, Sudeep. AI is a powerful tool, but it has to be used responsibly.
Absolutely. And as AI continues to evolve, we also need to stay informed about the best practices and ethical considerations, and also about the potential risks.
Speaking of the future, so where do you see this technology heading?
Yeah, actually, I'm very excited. I think the possibilities are endless. We are already seeing things like Microsoft Copilot, which acts as AI assistant built right into your Power Platform. And as AI models get smarter, prompt engineering is going to be even more valuable.
So it's like we are learning a whole new language, the language of AI.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And more we experiment with it, the better we'll get with these models.
So Sudeep, for our listener, who are listening to this podcast and eager to get started, so what is your advice?
Yeah, my advice would be that see, our platform is for citizen developers, so it is only useful if people use it. So my advice would be to start small, play around with pre-built prompts in Power Platform before you start building custom prompts. And once you're comfortable, then move on to creating your custom prompts, and just don't be afraid to experiment. AI is evolving, so uh, things that we see today might be enhanced in near future. You never know. And also, what I'll do is I'll provide you some good links at the end of the podcast. We can add it in our podcast description section. And I'll just say that go out there and build something amazing.
Could not agree more. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into AI prompts. Keep exploring, keep learning, and we will see you next time.
See you.